roast him, fuck.
Hey folks, I'm Kev.
I'm Uncle Jay.
This is a Freefly.
Amen, brother.
Well, today, it was today or yesterday. One of the two. I'm never really up on any of this crap anyway. Wesley Clark, who was
Hero of the European theater.
the man that almost caused World War III by telling the British to keep the Russians out of the airport.
He definitely ordered a British commander to physically, using his military forces, stop a Russian unit from infesting an airport that Wesley wanted for himself. I don't know. I thought he was playing Risk. I don't know what it was. But here's the interesting thing. People like to forget.
Then he gets shit canned
by Billy Jeff.
Billy Jeff.
Unbelievable. Come on now. William Jefferson Blythe Clinton actually fired this man for incompetence. And yet he's their military answer because we need a candidate who can offset Berrios' strong military credentials.
Huge military credentials. I mean, I think he fought, didn't he help liberate us? No, he's not that old.
No, it was in Indonesia?
He was 5.
He was a kid.
He did understand.
Chicago, South Side. No.
That's pretty bad.
It's ugly. I'm not saying it's not war zone-like, and I'm not saying right now it might not be more dangerous.
It's very similar to being a POW in Vietnam.
Or currently serving in Iraq.
Yeah.
There's been more gun violence in certain parts of Chicago, good chunks of it, than there have been in large swaths of Iraq recently. But I'm crediting Barack Obama right now for wartime service in the south side of Chicago.
Excellent.
And
Harvard.
And Harvard.
And Harvard.
And obviously his wife is at Yale, I think, right?
Yeah, I don't care.
Princeton. It doesn't matter. It's all good. It's all equally valid wartime service.
So, Wesley, retired Air Force general,
booted.
I made comments about the Maverick. And
question Johnny Mac's wartime experience and credibility.
And he said that basically, paraphrasing, that he commanded a large squadron, but it didn't count because it was peacetime.
Even though, General Clark's stewardship of NATO during peacetime, almost turned into World War III. He's obviously, qualified to pass judgment on Senator McCain's ability as a squadron commander.
And then he goes on to say that getting in a fighter plane, getting shot down,
and captured,
and being held 5 years because he didn't want to leave without the rest of the guys.
It was just slack.
Doesn't qualify.
Come on, McCain's swinging in a hammock in Southeast Asia, and Wesley Clark is simply pointing out that lying another couple years in that hammock, being poked by a stick, is probably not the same, as his service almost throwing the world into nuclear conflict. The first time we ever tried to do anything with our new ally, Russia.
Yeah.
They're an ally, Wesley. Fucking idiot.
Dumbass. And I think that makes Wesley Clark
qualified to be vice president for the Democrats on their ticket. Not
also
ever in office.
I believe he could be douche of the week.
Let's give him the dreaded honor.
We should make some kind of award, or
somebody should Photoshop this together. Bam! Since somebody is basically me with Photoshop again, I'll handle
he's
that.
very happy. Okay. Seymour Hersh.
Why we got to Seymour Hersh?
Decided he wanted to roust the left by saying that we're going into Iran soon.
Well, we are, aren't we?
Well, I'm pretty sure we're there.
Is that wait a minute? Is that our secure understanding? Did you just blow our cover?
Shit. Sorry.
Tell Dick Cheney, go, run, move, new location. No, we are not broadcasting from Iraq or Iran because the crane of death is still there, towering over us. But Seymour Hersh, being a reliable, outraged leaker of either classified information or lies that he wants people to believe is classified information, has told the New Yorker magazine in his exhaustive piece that we have special operatives running around the country, $400 million allocated by the Bush crime family towards destabilizing Iran. Because don't they have oil? They got oil. They just don't have refineries. They've got oil.
Yeah.
So obviously, once again, it's part of the ongoing scheme to capture all of the oil and then allow the people who actually own the oil to pump it out and sell it to whoever they want.
Yeah.
That's an ongoing cunning plan. It's called what? Capitalism?
Mercantilism.
Mercantilism, I'll buy that.
We're just going and raping the land.
Raping the land.
Taking what we need.
Well, more than we need. Obviously more than our fair share. Always. But yes, Seymour's article details specifically that we're conducting disruptive special operations. We are funding, kind of like the old buy some tribes, destabilize, that whole, hey, that was pretty good. That was Johnny Cochran-esque right there.
Yeah.
Buy some tribes, destabilize.
Because Ahmadinejad's a great leader.
Ahmadinejad has stewarded the Iranian economy through this current oil crisis, where oil has just, the price of oil has dropped to nothing and their economy has, no wait, the price of oil is at an all-time high. And yet their economy is still a shambles.
I'm not lying.
How fucked up do you have to be with oil at $1.40 a barrel to be unable to manage your economy? Good Lord. All right, all right, let's give Seymour Hersh credit for one thing. The lying, dirty bastard is probably right. Because I'll tell you one thing. Even Mohammed el-Baradei, who might as well be the PR guy for the Iranian weapons enrichment program, has noted that in less than a year they could have a bomb. Well, guess what? That's kind of intolerable.
That is intolerable.
To, first of all, to Israel. Second of all, to us. Third of all, to anybody who's paying the fuck attention. They can't have a bomb.
No.
It would be the baddest idea I could think of right now. So, President Bush, when I helped re-elect him, I wanted him to do essentially one thing, but really two things. Do not cut and run from Iraq. And that worked out pretty fucking good.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, that's going to be a victory pretty fucking soon. The second was do not allow Iran to continue unchecked. Well, we've had one of their ministers on Iranian television admit that they had an overt program to lie and negotiate and a covert program to continue development. Are we going to trust them? Barack Obama would.
Oh,
I don't.
Obama.
I hope President Bush doesn't.
No.
Between us and Israel, somebody's got to blow their shit up before January of next year.
I can probably pretty much guess who it's going to be.
I'm guessing the tiny little state right there, little guys. Little guys with the good fighter planes and the bad attitude. I love those guys. Don't mess with the Zohan.
Right on. Well, I don't think this is the lighter side of news, but it's
not light.
Kind of it's more tragic than anything. In France, they were doing a weapons demonstration, and 16
civilians. 15 civilians, one military person shot.
Were shot by one guy.
One guy thus far. Now, I got a tip from this from a guy who pays attention. He's a reader, local here, pretty sharp guy, and he wanted to know how does that happen? Because when you hear 16 people shot, civilians in the crowd, including a 3-year-old kid who's in critical condition, how does that happen? He's asking, is it possible, is it more than one person? And if it's one guy, the odds of it being anything other than a crazy bastard are very slim.
Being a criminal act.
Yeah, a guy who snapped. Now, if there's one military guy who's shot and then a bunch of civilians, then my prediction is he hated his boss, shot him, and sprayed the crowd.
Just a guess, though.
And odds are, I would, if I had to take odds on that, sadly, that's what happened. I don't think, if it's an accident, there are so many safeguards in place to differentiate between blank and live ammo, restrictions, checks, balances. Seriously, one of the most places we take absolute control is life or death like that. Yeah. And I've worked with the French. They may be Muppets in a lot of places. Their military, especially their special ops guys, are solid. So I don't see how it was an accident, especially not 16 people. How do you do that?
No, you can't.
How do you do that? That's automatic fire. And in a hostage rescue demonstration, which is what they were doing, there is no circumstance where you would shoot automatic fire. So he first of all had to accidentally put rounds in his chamber and accidentally put it on automatic fire, accidentally shoot his boss he hated, and then spray the crowd. Sad, vicious, fucking nutter. Sorry about that, man. We need a lighter note than that, man.
I know, that's kind of depressing. I don't know.
Well,
we're going to Denver tomorrow.
The menagerie heads west.
We're going to Denver to the wall, the traveling wall.
Traveling Vietnam Wall, be in Thornton, Colorado. Our good friend the Wolf is hosting a few shenanigans there. If you're any place near the Denver area, the 4th of July celebration at Thornton will have a large and raucous Black 5 presence.
Raucous.
Raucous being the rockin' us way to say that. Yeah, we got our own PA now, so we own the battle space. The information war is on, and we dominate.
So we're gonna have a good time, and
We'll be also starting our Operation Red Wing tribute. Yesterday was the 3-year anniversary of the deaths of all those brave men in Afghanistan. All the families, most at least, were in San Diego. Marcus Luttrell. We'll start playing that. We know. Just because we won't correct other people, we know how to pronounce your name. Your old man told us. Bottom line is, he threw out the first pitch. They all had a shindig last night. That's tremendous. I'm glad they got to get together. There were some tremendous philanthropic individuals who made that happen. Congratulations and thanks to them.
excellent.
So we're off tomorrow.
So hey, folks, I'm Kev.
I'm Uncle Jay.
Have a good week.
Not even a weekend. You got that on the fly, man. Money.